Hello and welcome to another video tutorial from hostingstudio.eu. Today we are going to see together how you can activate your web-based one-click BIRAKE coin masternode. We're a bit undecided whether to pronounce BIRAKE or BIRAKE. That's not really the issue. However, apparently the developers do pronounce it as BIRAKE. So for the sake of that, we will call it BIRAKE as well. Anyway, when you actually order your BIRAKE Masternode VPS one-click solution from hostingstudio.eu, what you will get is basically an email like this with basically the details, your welcome email that details all of the things that you need to know about how to activate and how to run your BIRAKE Masternode one-click. First of all, here, let me just show you, it says that you can manage the server, so you can restart, you can stop, you can check all the stats and everything, you can check the running processes from within your hostingstudio.eu customer account. All you need to do is to just click where it says services and then click on the specific server. If you have, for instance, like many of our customers, more than one masternode, you just select that one and it will show you basically the entire VPS control panel. Then you also have the host name that you chose when you registered the service, when you ordered it, the main IP address, which is very important, and also the root password. We have a bogus password here, of course, if you ever want to connect to your server by SSH. For the activation, as we will see in just a second, you will not need to connect through PATSI or SSH. You do everything from your web browser. But if you ever want to, here are the details that you will need to connect. So as I said, the setup is extremely easy. All you need to do is to basically click here where it says HTTP blah 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 with your unique IP address. So we click on this, and as you can see, please don't mind for the sake of this video that there is a video here embedded about Anon, which is another very interesting service that we offer at hostingstudio.eu. It's just a demo. When you will see, when you will receive and activate your masternode, you will have a link right there embedded to this very video you're watching right now. So all you need to do is to just click here where it says Masternode one-click setup. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And as you can see here, it says initializing setup, please wait. So what is happening is basically that your Masternode one-click web-based setup is now pulling all of the files needed for your web-based installation to start. So it's a process that takes roughly anything between 30 to 60 seconds. It depends on network congestion, of course, because it's pulling down from remote server the files that are needed to start. The script will run for you and will install the bootstrap, which is basically the blockchain compressed. As you can see, it has started right now, and this is exactly what it's doing. It's now pulling the, it's fetching the bootstrap right into your server. So you will not need to wait for roughly anything between 90 to 120 minutes. So you will not waste a good precious couple of hours of your time to download the blocks from the blockchain, because we do this for you. We will provide a bootstrap and we will keep it up to date in case you will ever need to reformat your server or maybe order another one at a later stage. As you can see now, the setup is extracting the blocks in the right directory. It's a process that takes just a few seconds, and now it is pausing for roughly 10 minutes in order to allow for the block verification. So for the sake of this video, now I'm going to stop to pause the video, and we will see in about 10 minutes what the script will have done for us. But before I do this, let me just inform you also of what has happened so far. The rules have been updated, therefore a firewall has been installed, and it will automatically filter out the unwanted traffic from your masternode. So only the BIRAKE coin legitimate traffic will be allowed to flow in and out of your server. Nothing else will be allowed. And also there will be an automatic check that every 5 minutes will check if your BIRAKE coin daemon is up and running. If your node is down for whatever reason, it will be automatically be brought back to line, so it will basically be, in the worst case scenario, just a 5 minutes downtime, which is more than enough not to lose your place, your rank in the pay out queue. So as I said, now we are going to pause and we will see in a minute what the script will have accomplished. As you can see now, the 10 minutes have elapsed and the verification has been successful. So the BIRAKE coin server is restarting and is going to generate the masternode private key that we will need in order to set up our server in a minute on the local wallet. So we will also see these steps, and also will therefore prepare the personalized string that we need to insert. So one step at a time. First of all, we need to copy this unique masternode. This is very important. Please do not disclose it to anyone. For the sake of this video, we can do it because the server will be destroyed after we finish recording this video. So there is absolutely no danger in disclosing it in our case. But please do not do that. So we paste this bit of information right here. This will be our unique masternode private key, but especially we need to also highlight this bit here, okay? So once we have highlighted these 2 bits of information and we put them safely on our local PC, then we can proceed for the next step, which is very, very important. Of course, you do not want to leave this door of activity to your own masternode open. You want to secure the server. So the next step is to click right here where it says, yes, I want to secure my server now. And please remember, as it says here, that at the end of this process of securing your server, you will no longer see this page here with the fancy logo and everything in your browser. This is absolutely normal, so it will show that there is an error that the site cannot be reached. This is expected behavior, so please do not worry about that. We will get back to this to check in a second. Meanwhile, we activate this. Of course, it will ask you, have you copied your masternode private key? In case you haven't, then you click on cancel, you go back here and copy this bit in red. But because we have done it, we have copied both bits of information in red here, then we can proceed and we go ahead. As you can see, a countdown starts, and then in roughly 100 seconds, we will get back here and check what will the situation be like. Now we can go back to our local computer. We assume that the great majority of our customers will use Windows in order to set up the BIRAKE coin local wallet. So here it is. What we need to do, we need to launch it at least once. And when we launch it for the first time, it will create the local wallet, and we will obviously need to have the local wallet up and running, because when you send the collateral, you will need to know what the addresses are. So you go to File, Receiving Addresses, and as you can see here, there is one address which we can call, for instance, collateral. And this is where you will need to send, by the way, it's 2 L's, I apologize for that. And we will need to send, therefore, the collateral money to this particular address. You will have your own. Please make sure that you check on birake.com the requirements to know exactly how much you need to send, because the collateral may change in time. Another important thing that we need to do is to go here to Settings, Options, and we need to go to the Wallet section right here and ensure that Show Masternodes tab and enable coin control features are activated. Meanwhile, as you can see in the background, the web setup has completely disappeared, so our server is safe, nobody can tamper with it. So we accept and we say, okay, now we need to close the wallet once more and we need to relaunch the wallet. As you can see, there will be a new tab being generated. Now we wait for the blocks to be verified. And as you can see here, there is another masternodes section which we need to use in a second. But for the sake of a fast syncing, we need to also download the Bootstrap. There will be, because obviously we don't want to waste 2 hours while the masternode synchronizes with the network. So we close it yet again after we have verified the masternodes tab is there present, and we go to the lens down here to the search box. We type %app data %. Then we press enter, and as you can see, there is now our data directory. So we go to the BIRAKE Coin folder. We have already downloaded the Bootstrap, as you can see here, the BIRAKE bootstrap.tgz. There will be a link in the description of this video. So what we need to do now, in order to process the Bootstrap, we need first of all to delete these 2 directories that are the temporary blocks they have downloaded so far to avoid any potential corruption. So we delete these blocks, as you can see, and now we can right click and we use the WinRAR that we have installed on this machine, and we select therefore extract here. Be careful not to choose this one. We need to have this one, extract here, and as you can see, the blocks are now going to be extracted and are regenerated in our folder. So now we are basically in a position where we will not need to wait for a very long time for the wallet to synchronize with the network. Now we need to launch the wallet once again because we need 1 bit of information in order to complete this string here that we need to insert in our masternode local wallet. Basically, as you can see here, it's missing the transaction ID and the output ID. These bits of information are very important and can only be obtained from the local wallets where you send the collateral at 2 particular conditions. 1, of course, that you have sent the collateral, and B, that the wallet is fully synchronized. So you will need to make sure that there is down here a green tick sign that will show that the wallet has been fully synchronized. But for the sake of this video, because we don't want you to wait unnecessarily, we show you the instruction that you need to run. So you go to Tools, Debug Console, and you type this command, masternode outputs, just like this. Then when you press enter, in our case it returns nil because this is test wallet, where we haven't sent the collateral, but provided that the 2 conditions I just mentioned are met, you will instead receive a very long string, which is something like this, just for the sake of doing something to show you we can do it for you. And you will also have an output ID, which will be either a 0 or a 1. So let's assume that in our case, the wallet returns that it is 0. So we copy this bit of information right here to complete the string. Now we need to close the wallet yet again. And we highlight this string here. We go where we have our data directory. We need to open the masternode.conf file. And as you can see here, it says that we need to paste something and that has to look exactly as the example that you see here. So we paste our line, and as you can see, we are following exactly the same syntax. So we have an alias here, we have the IP address and the port of the node, then we have the masternode key, we have the transaction ID here, and the output ID. Please make sure that you have all of these informations pasted in correctly, because this is absolutely essential in order to run your masternode. So we save the file, and now we need to open the wallet once again for one final time. So we open our BIRAKE Coin wallet. As you can see, there is now again the masternodes section, which will be available in just a second. But if you go to my masternode right here, you will see the alias that we have just configured with the IP address, the password and everything. At the moment the status is missing, of course, because it is bogus data and because also it has not been launched. So the final thing that we need to do is to click right here on the alias and click where it says Start Alias. In our case, it will return, of course, an error because there is no transaction with this bogus detail that we have inserted. In your case, make sure that the status changes to enabled or pre-enabled in some cases. Both are fine. If it says anything else, then it means that you haven't started your server correctly or you haven't pasted your details correctly. So please, if that happens, watch this video again and make sure that all the steps have been met correctly. That's all you really have to do. BIRAKE Coin is a quite interesting setup and a quite interesting coin, which will indeed have a future because BIRAKE is also an exchange of its own. So it is a very interesting coin and we are ready to bet on the success of this particular masternode coin. So to order your masternode, if you haven't done it yet, please go to hostingstudio.eu, where you will find also some very interesting offers also for other coins and other masternodes. So we will show you how much it will take to break even and to start being profitable. So you can multiply your profit if you want by ordering yet other masternode coins, still web-based setup with a one-click setup. If you haven't subscribed to this video yet, please make sure that you do, and please also click on the icon that looks like a bell so that you will be notified in real time when we will publish more videos in the future. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your profit, enjoy your one-click web-based BIRAKE Coin masternode by Hosting Studio. Thanks for watching and goodbye.